What's going on, guys? Wanna here, back with a new Raid Shadow Legends video. So today I'm doing something a little bit different. I'm recording right after reset, getting right in the moment. And this week I actually did something a little bit different from what I normally do. This week I pushed on somebody else's account. Shout out to GNL Galen, and GNL Alfred, who's the person who normally pushes on this account. He pushed on my account with something that we had talked about. It's something that I did a while ago with one of my moderators, Clyde's. Just something kind of fun to do, something to, try something new, try new accounts, experience like different champions, like built differently. Like this account has, a bunch of +4 champions, all that fun stuff. So we're right here in the last 15 minutes. I'll talk about those champions kind of at the end, the gear, what I did, what I built, what I did differently, etc. Let's talk about what I do in offense and defense here. So you'll see I'm using a champion, or two champions that I don't use, actually 3 champions that I don't use a lot on offense for myself. Kymar, Cardiel, and Duchess. I don't use them on offense too much myself. You see here I'm running Warlord, Duchess, Hegemon, Necrit on defense. Unfortunately, I forgot to set their AI, so I jumped back in there, fixed that up. We have about 14 and a half minutes left, so let's see what I do here. So running this team, unfortunately, this is my own fault. I didn't really get enough practice running these teams. I built this I built these teams and these champions Sunday leading up to Arena Reset. So I could have done things differently or better. And you'll see here, so I bring in this team to fight against the Warlord Candrafon. I bring in the shield set Duchess to help protect against the Candrafon, and then this is a +4 Kymar with like 720 accuracy, 340 speed, something like that. And so I guess I just underestimated how much resistance people are actually packing on their res builds nowadays. So unfortunately I get it locked out by Warlord, but I decided to kind of stick it out and try, right? Because there's no reviver on their team. And so I figured, especially with the sort of, not longevity, but the staying power that this team has, a lot of healing from Cardiel. I have a revive of my own in case things go sideways. And just the overall power of the champions on my team compared to theirs. So you see we're at a little bit over a minute here. I toss it back on auto. I'm able to start cleaning up this team. We kill off the Warlord, and now it's just the Candrafon left. He kills Trunda, but the revive brings her back. And so now I'm just kind of leaving it on auto, trying to grind out the win here. And of course, once again, Swift Parry always procs every time. Swift Parry Candrafon. But minute 32, I talked about this last week on my video. Over a minute is definitely not good. Sub 1 minute is pretty good. Minute 30 is really pushing it, right? If I have to be over a minute, I should be anywhere from minute to minute 15. Yeah, so you're going to see here. So now this team, they don't have a Hegemon, so I actually bring in like just a speed team here. Pretty quick Siphi with a Kymar. And this Warlord actually resisted my my Kymar sleep. So I'm not sure. This team is not running a resistance lead, so I wasn't sure if it was actually a 3% resist. I don't think I fight them again, so I'm not able to find out. But I figure I should be able to stick it out here. Siphi, Kymar is a pretty strong combination, but I think I actually get nuked and die here. Yeah, so should have just backed out as soon as I got locked out, unfortunately. No, I'll never know if that was 3% or not. So we see here a more standard Duchess Ursuga defense. I bring in this team because I'm confident that the +4 Trunda with the Kymar reset can be strong enough. So we get off the cleanse into the Kymar sleep into the provoke from Molly, and then the Cardiel follow-up with the ally attack, kill off the Warlord, reset on the Kymar, and then I'm just going to go back and do it again, right? So you see there, I intentionally didn't use Molly's A2 because Duchess has block debuffs on her. I'm just kind of grinding the team out right now with ally attack and extra damage. Trunda A3 wipes everybody. Swift Parry again, procs on the Duchess. So she's stunned, so nothing bad is going to happen to me, but I'm just so I toss it on auto, wait for her to take her turn, and then finish her off. 46 seconds, not too bad, right? So we have about a little bit over 10 minutes left. And I'm not panicking, but like my points don't seem to be going up as fast as I was hoping. Like I feel like I'm getting hit a lot on defense, which is a little strange. So now here we see a +4 Candrafon and a +2 or a +4 Hegemon. I missed that really quick there. Obviously, +4 Candrafon, extremely strong on defense. However, I believe we get the somewhat lucky strip on the Stoneskin Duchess. I save my Kaimar reset here because I know my Trunda still has her A2, and Duchess is going to be really high health here, right? So I use the A2 there, and then I toss it on auto to try to get if you put it on auto, your champions go more quickly. It saves you the time from clicking, etc. So going for the faster win here. 35, not too bad, right? So here again, I see another Duchess Ursuga team. So I bring back the version of this team using Molly instead. This is an A1 Hegemon this time, which I did have a little bit of issues with A1 Hegemon if they hit my Kaimar, right? Which I mean that's just something that happens with this team. It's kind of similar to the Arbiter sort of version of this team, where if your Arbiter gets hit by the Hegemon A1, if they run a super fast Warlord, you have a pretty solid chance of just losing that fight due to it. So, sorry for the little graphic there. That is from a sound bit being played on my stream. I did stream my reset this week, which a lot of people really like for me to stream. So unfortunately, I don't have perfectly clean video here for you, but I'm able to finish off that team reasonably fast. We get a refresh here, about 8.5 minutes left, looking for a team to fight. I find sort of my target team that I'm looking for, right? Duchess, Warlord, Hegemon. That's kind of what I'm looking for here. And see, so we're going to see right here, this is that A1 Hegemon landing on the Kaimar and landing decreased speed. So now what I needed to do here instead, and this is where I was pretty inexperienced with this team, and I needed more time to practice with it. What I needed to do was I needed to ally attack with Cardiel on the Warlord to get my Evil Eye procs, right? Kaimar has Evil Eye, Cardiel has Evil Eye, because this one has an accuracy banner, because that was our best banner, and Molly has Evil Eye, right? I needed to slow down that Warlord, hopefully enough for my Kaimar to go strip, sleep everybody, and then I can take over from there, right? But unfortunately, I make a mistake. I don't do that, so I'm stuck here trying to grind out this team. So luckily, I get back around to Kaimar's strip and sleep ability, and I believe I'm able to, yeah, we polish off the Warlord here. However, I don't have obviously no Warlord of my own, so I don't actually lock out Duchess. She's going to revive. I'm kind of just trying to be as efficient as possible here with my abilities to try to win as quickly as possible. We burn the Trunda A2 on Duchess. Due to the shield and just the overall tankiness, it does not do a ton of damage. It's not able to like kill Warlord, but we get the ally attack off with Cardiel, that increased crit damage on this already super strong Trunda. We kill Duchess straight through, and now I wanted to cleanse there. I probably not sure if it's the right call. I don't remember exactly what abilities Trunda had available to her, but we get the finish off. Minute 47, really not great, right? Pushing 2 minutes is not acceptable. So about 6.5 left here. Refresh, trying to find people. So now we find another sort of team that we're looking for, right? Some kind of Hegemon Duchess team. This one doesn't have a Warlord though. This just has that really strong Candrafon and then a Stoneskin Duchess. So we go in here. I know I have a Kaimar reset, so I just go in and I try to nuke with the A3, even though there is Stoneskin. Trying to sort of kill through this Necrit here. And now what I should have done there was I decided not to Kaimar reset when I really should have, right? Well, I get lucky here and I'm running Trunda slowly. I don't know why I didn't A3 there. That was actually a pretty big mistake, right? I needed to A3 there to potentially kill the Candrafon and Hegemon. I guess I was just trying to wait out the Stoneskin, but realistically I should have A3'd, killed those two, waited for Duchess to get rid of her own Stone Skin, and then I would have just Trunda A2'd her and hopefully finished her off. So, a little bit of a mistake here that I could have probably sped up this fight just a little bit, but just a little bit over a minute, so okay win, not great, not terrible. About 5.5 left here. I see a team, and I kind of back out there. Siphi plus Warlord is a little bit dangerous for my offense to hit in case it's like a super fast Siphi. The Kymar plus Cardiel, they're both about 340 speed. So even with the turn meter boost from the Molly passive, I could potentially still get outsped. So now we see here Stone Skin Necrit. Unfortunately, I do not get lucky and strip it off. So I don't really know who to target here, right? Because I can't really kill the Warlord through the ally protection anyways. So luckily it was just the one turn. It falls off. We're able to kind of grind out the team here. 31 seconds. We're actually really fast win here. Really, really nice. And so you see we're kind of hovering and staying around like the low 4200s. There is a reason for that. You'll see that when we take a look at my defense log. But yeah, for a second there, I thought Revan was the A2 Hegemon Open that I had fought earlier and that I messed up. But then somebody in chat let me know that no, he's running a nuke, and that I was able to kind of go in and hit him like this. So I go in. Stone Skin Warlord is actually pretty dangerous, pretty hard to deal with. I believe, okay, I do not get lucky and strip it off here. But what I do get lucky with is I provoke the Duchess, and she takes a turn and actually attacks my Molly and gives her turn meter, or gives my whole team turn meter. So luckily, I'm able to get a turn on my Trunda, nuke with the A3, kill Duchess and Hegemon, and then now, even though I'm locked out, I figure, hey, I shouldn't back out here. I can grind out the win eventually, and it shouldn't take too long, so I want to stick it out. So we kind of see here just the back and forth. I'm targeting the Necrit because realistically I can't kill this Warlord through the Shield and Ally Protect anyways. Just trying to leave it on auto so my team can move as fast as possible and get their abilities back and do damage. So we kill off the Necrit. All we have left is the Warlord. And 59 seconds to finish it off. Considering, I guess it's not unlucky or lucky because Stone Skin is like 50-50, right? I should go into fights kind of assuming that I'm not going to strip it off. So, but this person, SP Ven, is not running Stone Skin on his Warlord, but a super slow, super tanky Stone Skin Duchess is just so incredibly hard to deal with. You'll see here, I wipe the whole team, I kill everybody, but then Duchess is literally sitting here full health. I reset with Kymar, I re-nuke with A3 again, and it's just like, she's still just this immovable wall of super tanky, super slow Stone Skin. I did actually have, on this account, I did have a sort of, I had a bomb team ready, or like a singular bomber. However, again, I wasn't practiced enough on offense, and I wasn't thinking about, oh, hey, this guy is running bombs, I should bring this team or that team. So I see that I got a decently fast win here, and I know it for a fact it's only Stone Skin Duchess and no Stone Skin Warlord. So I refresh, go for him again, and luckily this time I actually get the full strip, and I strip off the Stone Skin. So unfortunately, so Duchess still has reaction here, so I'm still having a hard time like properly damaging her. But no Stone Skin is really nice. I kind of just leave it on auto. I figured that with the Kymar reset, and since I know for a fact there's no Swift Parry here, I can just toss it on auto, and I will grind out the Duchess and win quickly enough. 30 seconds is a really fast win. So again, I'm refreshing, looking for Ven again. We have a minute and a half here. I'm trying my best to find him and get it in again. If I'd gotten a bit luckier, I would have found him faster than this. What is it? 5-6 refreshes to try to find him again. Now, here is where something goes wrong. My Cardiel and my Trunda die here. Obviously, +4 Hegemon is super strong. However, I did not really expect that level of a nuke, right? The Cardiel on this team is pretty tanky, and it's a +4 Trunda with the damage reduction from Cardiel. He reduces the damage that your team takes from Knight Revenant faction champions. I did not really expect him to be able to one-shot my team quite like he did. But we'll see here, kind of the same opener here. I get, I wipe the whole team with Trunda, reset with Kaimar, and then you'll see me in a second here. Trunda wipes everybody again with her A3. The Stoneskin Duchess is kind of just chilling, hanging out, taking no damage. So overall, I feel like this was still a good team for me to hit. I hit this team 4 times towards the end of the night, and you'll see here I do get the win in time. So I go 3-1 here, which is good for me in terms of like going up in points, because I believe he was a plus anywhere 10 to 12. But having that loss on offense definitely hurt me a little bit. So I do manage to get that win in time, I believe, but the reset is over. So yeah, so you'll see here, that was the defense that I ran. You guys saw it a little bit before. I believe I back out to sort of refresh the arena page so that it can tell me my scoring. And we'll see here, I finish 32nd. So not amazing considering this account and the just sort of like the level of champions. I expected myself to do better. At the bare minimum, I was expecting myself to get into the top 20. But when I take a look at my defense log, we'll see kind of what happened and why I didn't. So yeah, let's take a look. Okay, so we're going to take a look at my offense log here really quick. I wanted to see kind of what happened. So we see those hits on Ven. Got them in decently quickly, kind of scrolling down here. Rewatching the video helped me realize that that loss to Ziggy, I believe, was potentially, but not necessarily, a 3% resist on the Warlord. I don't really remember what happened with that Kaimar Foley team, because I didn't start recording when that happened. But I'm pretty sure that Warlord was a 3% resist. Now we're going to see here my defense log. So 1, 2, so we're going to see the same T-Swift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hits in the last 10 to 11 minutes. This person, I'm not going to talk too much about them, but basically they are a fellow sort of raid streamer, raid content creator who seems to have some sort of personal beef with me. They push up and they hit me every single week. On my previous video, I sort of talked about how I didn't stream that week, and a certain somebody didn't hit me at all because I changed my name and I didn't stream. And now look at this. I push on somebody else's account streaming, and boom, 8 hits. Which I get it, right? If you're gonna push up, I hit Ven, what was that, 4 or 5 times in total tonight. If you're gonna push up, if somebody's in first, in the top 10, top 20, whatever, if they're worth a lot of points, hit them, right? Get the points, push yourself up higher. If they're a fast win for you, I get it, right? But this person is literally running Mortu Macabre, Duchess, Siphi, Rhodos, which is just, it's a very safe offense, but it doesn't win very quickly. So this person is literally, they're pushing up, only hitting me, taking anywhere from 1 to 2 minutes per win to hit me, all just to mess with me, I guess. They have said on stream that they have fun just messing with me. So a little bit of a bummer that kind of, I guess I wouldn't say it ruined my reset this week, right? I didn't play perfectly on offense, but I feel like I could have done better, or I should have placed a little bit better if I wasn't getting hit by this. But again, it's always a trade-off, right? If I'm getting hit by somebody else and keeping my points lower, then some of the higher up people with better accounts aren't hitting me, right? But we do see, so other than the hits from this person, I counted, I got to hit, my defense after I put it in got hit 4 times. 1 was a win, 2 were losses, and this last one got stalled out. So again, you have to keep in mind that I didn't push up high. I probably wasn't high enough for like the bigger, better players to find and hit me, but pretty happy with the defense that we put together here. So, okay, so as a sort of special little add-on to this video, I'm going to try to do videos like this a little bit more often than normal. I still primarily want to push on my own account, but I kind of just want to just show the account and the champions and what I built, what I did a little bit differently, kind of showcase this reset, like what I was doing, what I was working on. So let's kind of go in there and let's look at the champions and talk about it. So what I ran on defense was Warlord, Necrit, Duchess, and then a Hegemon, right? So this is the Warlord. I ran him double reaction, super high resistance with... so it's a +4 Warlord, so it's pretty easy to hit really high stats on this. So pretty good accuracy, and then so post Aura, he would be 820 resistance with pretty good health, pretty good defense. And then I ran a Necrit in Stone, so 1 turn of Stone Skin plus resistance. The other Stone Skin pieces were pretty poor, so I ended up going with this sort of resistance build with triple reaction. He's a little bit faster than I would have liked, and obviously not super tanky, but it's all about protecting the Warlord first, and then having Stone Skin, so he's really like impossible to kill on that first turn. I ran a crowd control Hegemon, which you'll see not everything is like fully, like not everything is glyphed and stuff like that. Pretty standard Hegemon build, right? I needed to really buff up his health so that he didn't get protected by Necrit, so I kind of threw together a somewhat last-minute build to buff up his health. The speed and accuracy is kind of whatever. It's mostly about having a crowd control set with some speed and some accuracy. And then last was the Duchess. So she is in a pretty standard build of Swift Parry and Regeneration with triple reaction. This is gold 4 stat, so 95k health, 4,000 defense, decent enough speed. I wasn't blown away by the Swift Parry gear on the account, but it was an acceptable Duchess build, right? So that was the defense. For offense, what I was primarily using was the Kymar, Trunda, Molly, Cardiel, and then with the Duchess swap. So what we had going on here was this disgusting +4 Kymar, almost 340 speed, 60,000 health, 3.4k defense, and 700 plus accuracy. And now, actually, I could have ran this Kymar a lot faster, actually. I could have done about 680 accuracy with like 355, 360 speed. But unfortunately, our immunity gear was a little bit lacking, especially we don't have the speed boost of being like a +2 or a +4 Cardiel. So the immunity Cardiel, 340 speed just in front of that Kymar. So he cleanses, Kymar strips and sleeps. That's kind of the whole idea of the team comp. And then here is the Molly really quick. She is just decently fast with super high accuracy, kind of as a follow-up in case Kymar doesn't quite land his sleep on somebody. So again, and she needed to be lower health than Trunda so that Hegemons, if they start off with an A1, they'll hit Molly. And last but not least, a extremely good +4 Trunda. So we have 7,749 attack, 195 speed with a little bit of room to grow with glyphs, 100% crit rate, and 329% crit damage. It's kind of... actually being on an account and building +4 champions, it's really an absolutely insane difference for kind of what they can do. Here is the shield set Duchess that I used to kind of help protect the team if it was just like Hegemon and Candrafon, or if I didn't think they would be a super fast team, I ran the Duchess for protection and increased attack. So almost 100,000 health, almost 300 speed. That's kind of all you really need on her because she was getting cleansed anyways. So just health and speed, and then she protects the team with her passive and her ability, right? That was primarily what I used on offense. I did have Astralon for some bombs prepared. However, for Stone Skin. However, I got a little caught up in feeling like I was like too low on the scores, and so I was like, oh, I got a little bit flustered and I wasn't using my offense properly. And since I was not well practiced enough with the offense teams, which is my fault, I didn't spend enough time practicing these teams. I didn't feel comfortable like really switching offenses too much and trying to incorporate the Astrolith for bombs. I think she is a good champion, especially if you can build a +4. I don't. I guess we'll show the stats. I did immunity plus cruel. So what you kind of want to do for Astrolith or for bomb champions is you really, or specifically Astrolith, I suppose, because she doesn't need to crit. You really want to just pump up this attack with decent speed. She doesn't need accuracy, doesn't need crit stats. If in fact you actually don't really want her critting on her ability, right? because if you crit on this, they can potentially proc the Resurgent Mastery and remove one of the bombs. So I didn't want her critting at all. So it was just super high attack and immunity, and I was planning to use her with Kymar Siphi and Erodos. However, I was not thinking clear enough and was able to use that team at all. So that's the offense and defense sort of showcase. +4 champions are just built different. That's all it is. So anyways, I hope that this was a fun video watching me push on somebody else's account. Next week, we'll get back to normal on my account. I hope to see all of you guys on a new video soon. Peace.